Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I'm eating a cookie that I shouldn't be eating. Hey, Wes, Tommy, Aaron, I think that's who's here. Who else? Anybody else? I think that's it. So anyway, let's see. Gonna be upper 70s. Cool. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I just made a cup of coffee. I'm running behind. This, just so you guys know, new shirt. I think same one. I think I have a design like this, but started out with tie size 5X, moved to the 4X shirts. I got 4 or 5 of those. And then I said, well, you know what? Even the 4X are big. Maybe try 3X. So can you order me one? Because I think each one of these are, I don't know, they're reasonable. 300 baht, like $9 or something. And they're that lightweight. They're cool. They're good shirts. Anyway, and she said, no, they only make they don't, for some reason, they don't make 3X. So I said, all right, well, go ahead and get a 2X. So she came home last night at 10 o'clock. So we talked a little bit this morning. That's why I'm running a little bit late. But anyway, this is a 2X tie size, 2X. So, yeah, freaking awesome. Hey, what's up? Let's see. What did I miss? Got the smoker going now with some beef ribs and throws. St. Louis on Christmas party tomorrow. Oh, very cool. Let's see. Yeah, so she brought home these little cookies. They're pretty good. I shouldn't be eating them, but and then I made a cup of coffee, so I'm running a little bit behind. Nothing too exciting going on. I've got half of a video ready for both channels actually. One for the Got to Love Thailand, and one I did that so Wes, for fish people know, I did the one on this, and that one's almost done. I have to do a little bit of the calibration. Anyway, you'll have to watch the video on the on Koi Thai Style channel. Anyway, it's pretty cool, and it's still 100%. They said that even if it doesn't get any sunshine, that the battery will last like 10, 12 days or something. Sorry guys, I'm trying to drink that. Let's see. So anyway, and then I've got a little bit on the e-bike done, but probably a couple more days before I get something out for this channel. I don't know. I'm going to try to do one a week. I haven't even been able to do that lately. Hey, Jake. Oh, and to let you guys know, Jake had asked a couple of times about what we're going to do for Christmas and the kids and the children, and what are we going to do this year? Well, we always do something. And I talked to my wife, and I talked to her last night. Now she's been with all the people from work and all that kind of crap. So here's what's going to go down with us. You can donate if you want to. You don't need to donate. But she's going to go out and get stuff, I think, tomorrow or this weekend. Today's Saturday, obviously. What the deal is, we're not going to do per se for a Christmas on Christmas Day or anything like that. I guess in January, the first or second week of January, there's the school something or other. We're going to do something for the U-Bahn school. And I'm not going to do a video or anything on it, but maybe I'll do a short if it comes down to that or whatever. But what we're doing now, we found out, or my wife found out, that all the people that are displaced, the schools are closed. The children want snacks and goodies that they're not getting because they're on a campus somewhere or wherever they're at. They're not in their homes, obviously. There's a lot of them, and they all want, I guess, snacks. I'm guessing candy. I don't know. They're younger kids. So anyway, so we're going to do that. She's going to go out probably tomorrow or maybe later today. I don't know for sure. If you want to, the easiest way is to just go to the PayPal link on the channel, wherever it is. I don't even know where it is, and do it that way. And then I'll just transfer it to her account. You can do it on the AdSense if you want to do it here, but that Google takes almost 50% of it. Not that that matters, but we're going to take some of the money that Cabo had donated. I'm not going to use that all to go to visit him in January. We're going to use some of that. We put in every month into the account, so we're going to have quite a bit. And regardless of whether you donate or not, when I do go there, and when my wife goes and tells them and the children and all that stuff, that it comes from Got to Love Thailand YouTube channel. So just so you know, regardless of what, it's all the stuff from over the year of the AdSense account and all that too. So enough about that. All right, thanks, Jake. Yeah, so the I just didn't really know that they there was that many people. Well, I did. I just didn't put it in perspective. 300,000 people displaced on. I don't know if that's both sides of the border, being Cambodia and Thailand, or just Thailand. But I think it's just Thailand. And it doesn't look like anything's coming to a screeching stop. So here's also on it too, in case Cabo's watching or whatever. I do have that date of 12th of whatever of January. And I'm gonna actually call Chuck today. I think he's back. I don't know for sure. I know the video this morning was on Kokut, so if that was the case, in 3 or 4 days he should be. If he's not, he's pretty close to home. And let him know that I'm probably not going to come, because I don't want to hold up that lady. And I said that the other day, as far as the room and stuff. If they do come to some kind of a peace deal between now and, let's say, Christmas, and I can get a room, I will go to the Christmas party. Same thing with going to see Cabo. I'm not going to leave this area and go and do anything if the conflict's still going on. In case we have to be displaced, in case the family needs something or whatever, and I'm sure everybody understands that. So. Yeah, I think so, Jake. I think it's 200 to 300. Yeah, way more than the first little deals. And I know that there was a couple of days where it seemed to me like the boom, boom, boom slowed down, but yesterday it started ramping up again. And then I asked my wife, and she said, "Yeah, they're back at it pretty heavy, hot and heavy now." But I didn't hear anything this morning so far. But it could be that they're moving it to a different area, than where I can hear, which I'm sure is what's happening. And I think Kenny's back. I don't know. He probably know too. Did you see my message? I was, for some reason, I thought about you last night, and I'm going, you know what? I wake up and think of the weirdest shit anyway. I'm going, I haven't seen David. In my mind, I call you David. And I wonder if something happened to him. And I didn't even realize you have another channel. So if you want to put something up in here to make sure, I'm sure everybody but me. I don't know why I didn't. It's the same name, but with what 20? It's got a little thing on the end. I can't remember what it is. But I just noticed that this morning when I was gonna ask during the live stream. Anybody heard from David? Is he all right? Is the things going? So anyway, you are well, good. But yeah, so now I've got it. So if somebody would put up your new one, I'm sure that. And I don't know why did you change? Because everything got shut down or something? I don't know. Maybe you can enlighten me a little bit. Hey, Justin. Excuse me while I eat the rest of my little cookie, my treat for the day. Really good. That's what I kind of figured. I remember you just talking about the video and doing that, but for some reason, all of a sudden, I just not getting notified, and then I come to find out when I chased it down this morning, I'm not getting notified because you're not doing any videos on that channel. It's been a month or something, I think, and the other one was like you've done 4 in the last 4 days or something. So anyway, no access to email. Okay, all right, makes sense. Okay, so you're back on it. So I know that you were up like looked like 1,200 subscribers. Now you're at 38 or something. So he's rebuilding. So if somebody's not subscribed to the new channel, by all means, please do. What else? So I don't think it's going to be a long live stream. I still didn't. I looked at Retired Living the Dream, Les, and he just did a video on the marriage visa, which I know is a pain in the ass, and now he's re-verified that for me. But I believe there was one thing on there that I was gonna write him, and I didn't get a chance. Can't remember if I watched it this morning at 4:00 or yesterday. I can't remember, but on his doing it. But I heard it's a pain in the ass. But he was saying that they had told him, and this is to enlighten you guys on something. If you don't have the marriage visa, it's a lot harder for like his wife. This is what they told him that he said in there. And if I got it wrong, somebody please tell me that it's harder for her to make the transition to do everything for you, whether, I don't know, I'm guessing, getting you burned, bank accounts, house, because he said he owns part of that house or whatever. It's harder to do if you're just on a retirement visa. Now, the way that I would tell Les, the best way to do that, and I haven't got mine completely done, but I suggest this to everybody that is married here in Thailand, is get a will and put it together and have a Thai, have them write it up in Thai and notarize, whatever they got to do. We got a guy that is going to be working on it and doing mine. And I'll let you guys know when that's all done what it's about. Because I don't want my wife, the reason I'm doing it is, who knows, maybe some kid that I didn't even know I fathered comes out of the woodwork and says, oh, yeah, he's my dad. I want half his shit in Thailand, or something stupid like that. I want to make sure that my wife here, the stuff that I've acquired here and the stuff that I want to be hers is hers. And I think the best way to do that is a will. There it is. Retire. Don't give up 2.0. That's right. 2.0. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Yeah, they're on the way to Koh Samui. Yeah, I know. I'm going to write him and tell him, hey, I was just thinking about this, but I'm sure you could rectify all that crap with just a will. That should, take precedence over everything. So I'd like to know 100%, but that's why I'm doing it. So we'll have to see. And they're on the way to Koh Samui. Koh Samui, I like Samui. Good morning to you. How are you? You and Kitty doing well, I hope. Yeah, I like Les a lot. He's a good man. Good man. And I freaked out a little bit too, and I wrote him in the thing. I hadn't caught a couple of his videos, and one was he had a little problem, ended up in the hospital right before, I guess, recently, and so I guess everything's going good. He looks great from his, the dieting. Where are you guys at, Robbie? I know that you were talking about riding around in your new ride and doing some traveling, but we'll see. I'm on a marriage visa now. Things from my bank this year. Bank freezes 400 K of my money for 4 months to stop people lending to others. Yeah, for those who don't. Yeah, that's the only thing that I see that, and it really doesn't matter to me too much on whether I have 800 or 400. But I heard it's just a pain in the ass, and I heard it now. From what Les said on his deal, but long time ago, Chuck was um, doing it, and he just couldn't change fast enough to a retirement visa. It was such a pain in the ass. They want pictures of you hugging underneath your number on your house, and they come to your house, and you know, I mean, I can understand it. Like Les saying, he's been doing it for 6, 7 years. The people here know me, but when I did mention that to the immigration guy that we use that does ours all the time, um, he said it give yourself a lot more time because it's a pain in the ass was the basic gist of what he told us. But I'm gonna just keep mine, and then I think it can all, like I said, when I get it done and when I actually sit down with the finalization of the will, I will let you guys know what he says. Because I'm going to ask him straight up, when I die, then she's not going to have any problem. Anything that I own that's in here, that it goes to whoever I say, and blah blah blah. And I'll let you guys know what he says. Yeah, more paper than yeah, I know. And even now, I mean, my wife's got a file that we take with us just in case something changes on the retirement visa. But we've been pretty good on that. It's usually been a 1 2 hour deal, and I thought I was going to have to go to the other one an hour away, close to the border, Cambodia. Wouldn't even want to go over there. They're probably closed over there. I don't even know. But they did move it to the one I can almost throw a stone and hit the new government center here. They do the visas, which is coming up February 1st or second week of February. I mine's due. She flew into BKK, and I caught a plane there. It's nice there. I definitely want to visit again. To what was that, Aaron? Yo, uh, I love them. You need to make a video on your will. Yeah, I will. I will do that. It's just the way that I think things should be, because I don't want any problems. For same thing when I did my one retirement deal that I could roll over into my wife's name by taking less money. I made sure that I gave them all the copies that they wanted, talked to the union back there, had the lady put everything on there, blah, blah, blah. I said, the reason I'm doing this, I don't want absolutely no problems with me croaking. I don't want her to miss a beat or, have to worry about anything. And she said, she's a very nice lady. She said, I'll make sure, Dave, it's all in there. And then I said, okay, cool. So that's what I want to do with this. But I will, it's a good idea, at least, do a video talking about what it is. Yes, Tommy. I would imagine it would be the one in the country that I'm in. I'm hoping, but it's the same thing. There's nothing. Everything's already pretty much done. The living, the will, and everything like that is like there's no use for it there. Everything's done. Everything's sold. Everything's done, and everything that will be or will already be transferred to her. And if and I'm talking about Nitnoy here, that she already owns it all. She owns this house. She owns the U-Bahn house. She owns my truck. She owns my trailer. She owns my bikes. She owns everything. So it shouldn't be a big deal at all. It should be very smooth, but I just want to make sure that there is no glitches. Like I said, I probably have children that I don't know about. I don't want anything popping out of the woodwork. Let's see. My marriage visa was a full 20 with 9 trips. Yeah. It's just, I just don't want to be bothered. If I don't, and I bring in over 100 to 110, 15,000 every month. So even if I change back from that, from the 800 to that, it's just getting the 12 months of bank statements. The reason that I changed the 800 because when I went to immigration, the lady, I was 4 hours in the one over by the border because the guy here was gone and I procrastinated. If you don't know me, I'm a procrastinator. And I waited till the last minute and there wasn't anybody here to sign it. So I had to go there. And what the lady said afterwards, and I thought they were going to ask for greasing, the three ladies that were there said, do you have money? I said, yeah, I guess I do. And I thought she was going to say, well, we need this or whatever. She said, here's the deal. You would have been gone out of the 4 hours, 3.5 hours ago, if because it was during the time that I was building Ubon. So I was bringing in all sorts of money because I paid that out of pocket. So, but I said, well, once you got to 800,000, didn't you just stop? She said, no, we have to go through all the statements and mark every transaction brought in. That she goes, that's why I'm asking, because it would be way more simple if you do have money to have an account. And that's what I did. And then I had an account, but I bring in plenty to do it that way. So we'll see. Tony, States okay, I'm reading. West age 50. For the retirement visa? Is that what you're telling him? Must be for the retirement. You got a long way to go, which I'd be more than happy to trade with you. I'll take your age and have to worry about a marriage visa and go through that than be your age. I got no complaints, man. I had a full life. I got no worry. I mean, I die tomorrow, and besides my wife having to go through that, I got to do pretty much everything that I wanted to do in my soon to be. What's today? Oh, today's Bobby's birthday. Didn't Bobby say that his birthday was the 20th, right? I think 2 days before mine. So happy birthday, Bobby. Hope you're well. I know you can't. Maybe you're listening, but I don't do anything that Jai says you can't do. And if watching YouTube is that, then you don't watch YouTube. But I think it's Bobby's birthday today. But yeah, 69 years old, man. I'm still completely in awe that I've lived this long. Unbelievable. So yeah, I got a couple of things. I've got what do I got coming today? I got a bunch of stuff coming from Lasada for the guppy tanks and stuff. I bought those dwarf little shrimp. They're kind of cool. They come in like blue, yellow, red, white with red stripes, all different. And they're like tiny little things. I got 30 of them for 200 baht. And they're supposed to be coming today. So they'll go. Is that what it is? Monday? Monday? Yeah, I guess so. Monday here in Thailand. What would it be? Tuesday in the States? Happy birthday for my thanks, Wes. Yeah, it just no, they're not. They're actual little shrimp. They're dwarf shrimp. They look just like a shrimp, with their little legs and shit. And I guess they help, clean and eat algae and all that kind of stuff. And I guess they're real good tank mates for my like community tank of guppies that I got. And I'm still waiting on another one. I didn't make it out of here to go look and see at the local place where I get my food for my koi, or what I'm going to call a pet store. I didn't make it over there the other day. I might try to go by there. I need another 20-gallon tank, but I'm not going to worry about it. Sunday evening in the States. All right. It was just my son's birthday, and Sim's birthday was on the 7th of December. My son's is the 11th of December. I'm the 22nd of December. My brother's the 31st of December. my best friend that was in the air conditioning business that I grew up with, who's passed on, was the Christmas Day, the 25th. So me and him always celebrated our birthdays and Christmas and everything at the same time. Good man. I wish he was still around. But anyway, let's see. I was at the market at 6:30 this morning. 3-time tuxedo guppies. 2 more coming in the house today. You're running amok. You're like me, man. I go crazy. And I was talking to we did an hour and a half live stream, or almost 2-hour live stream yesterday on or the other day on the Koi Thai style deal. It was just me, Wes, and Aaron. Aaron stopped over. So I'm going to do those on Thursdays, I think I said, right? Wednesdays on here, Thursdays on just one day a week on the deal, just to basically bullshit with the people that want to bullshit about Koi. Yeah, I'd be up for that, man. Yeah, one day. Hopefully sooner than later. I don't know. I think I'm going to live for a while, according to my doctor, especially if I stay on the. I still haven't weighed myself. I don't have a clue. Like I said, I started out in a 5X. I went to the 4X and it was loose. So I had my wife. I said, order a 3X. I want to see what the 3X is like. Oh, they don't make 3X. How about 2X? So when I woke up this morning and getting ready to come out here, she said, oh, your shirt came. Do you want to try it on? So this is a 2X Thai, 2X style. So I don't even know what size I am in the American U.S. Sizes. Probably large. I don't know. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hope you're well. Is that what it is, an XL? Wow, I'm in an XL. I haven't been in XL for years. But I like it a lot better. I've still got room in it, you can see, and just gotta get it. I gotta go to the gym. I think we had talked about that. I gotta get to the gym, and I might maybe I'll have my. Is my sound all right? Is that better? Is that better like that? It sounds better in my ear now than it did the way. Let me know. Yeah, it's weird, man. Like I said, I feel good. I don't know if I'm losing a bunch of weight, but as long as I'm losing, I think I'm gonna have to up my exercise. I don't think I'm losing a ton of weight, but don't need to. I mean, just as long as I keep on the deal that I'm doing. You have a cut that'll fit me. Cool. Yeah, I got to. I want to get. I want to get the shadow, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up one of these guys in Bangkok, the ones that are on. A couple of the channels that on Facebook, that is the Steed, the 4600 whatever deal, and I still want to get a bobber, and I'm gonna get a bobber, but I want to do something with the 750, and I'm telling you, if I can't get it to somebody that knows what the hell they're doing, I'm going to do it myself. I hate to rip it apart because I don't really I have to set aside a part of the garage to stay clean and put everything in and have a table there. So, because the carburetors are weird and the tank and the wishbone, everything's weird on the bike, or not what I'm used to. I shouldn't say weird. But yeah, I did. I do, Tommy. I ride it. And that gives me a lot. That gives me the perfect exercise that I should be doing, actually. Dave, any chance of 9 a.m. on the Thursday? Got to take. Yeah, that's easy. It's only me, you, and maybe Ron and Aaron. Yeah. 9. I'll make it 9 in case anybody wants to turn it. The Koi Thai style live streams will be on Thursday at 9 a.m. What was I gonna tell? I told you about the deal there, and I like it at the little hub deal. There's another one that I would probably use better, but it doesn't have it has a readout on the front, and it's the same as uses the same program as these, which this is supposed to too, but it's not solar. But I think it's a little bit cheaper actually. It's 1,900 baht. Looks like a star, floats in the water, does the same thing. But what it looks like is, just for anybody, you can use this for your pool. So this isn't just fish related, but it gives you salt, it gives you total dissolved solids, pH, chlorine level, everything. But you bring it up on, and that's it right there. So the six deals that you see there, if you click on each one of them, like the 8.0, it'll give you, you can set your high and low alarms. And that's a big one for me. And then you can also, it got graphs down here that can show you what it's running for a day, for a week, and for a month. So it'll give you graphs on each one. And then up here, it just shows the little swing deal. My pond and the thing's reading perfect. I tested the water. Mine floats between 785 and 8.0, depending. But the 6 of them are parts per million on the TDS. It also has that ORP that I calibrated is actually tells you the condition of the water for taking up, that you don't have a bunch of solids in it, and anything I guess above 150 in a koi pond is good. Okay. The best is between 250 and 400, and mine's sitting at 302, which is good. And that the higher that is, the better. Like if I was to go out and PP the pond, it's telling me that it would that would raise up once I got that out of there. Which I don't like to PP anything, but I haven't done it in so long. I'd like to at least do it once every 6 months, just to get rid of shit in the water. Let's see. What did I miss? Hey, Cobus. What did I miss here? Leave my thanks. Yeah, that's not a problem at all, Wes. I've been chauffeured for 12 years now for my wife. Yeah, I like. Aaron has the right way to go around here. But the pay is crap. What did I miss? You guys are sitting here rapping. Oh, I didn't even see. Tip, how you doing? Glad you stopped by. Thanks for all the support. You guys are great. No worries, Jake. You're probably gone. So don't ask for money. No earrings. So anyway, it looks like I'm caught back up. But anyway, so far we'll see how it goes. I mean, I wouldn't go out and spend, 3,000 baht or $90 on this deal. Wait and see what I come up with. But I do have a video going out on koi Thai style probably tomorrow. And if somebody has a pool and they're interested in what this thing can do, take a look at it. It's not going to be a real long video, maybe 5-6 minutes of actual video time. Good to hear. Still here back in a bit. All right, Jake. I'll finish my coffee. Yeah, I don't know, but I did want to get into some of the stuff, and I've got to take the time. I'm retired. I have plenty of time, but for some reason, I don't know. My mind goes. I want to get some kind of subjects to talk about when we're doing these live streams, and one of them would be, what's happening with immigration stuff and visas and that kind of stuff, and what's happening with the weed. I know there's a lot of people that are interested in the what's happening with the ganja here in Thailand. So I'm hopefully by the next time, which will be what, today's Saturday, Wednesday, I'll have at least something, and I'll put it when I put it up. I'll put it in the little box that it says. I guess it shows up on the thumbnail deal, and that what I'm going to try to talk about in case anybody has any other input on stuff, just to give us something to talk about in case somebody's watching and new subscribers and that kind of stuff. They'll go. And like I said, if you're watching this and you don't want to jump in the chat and you feel, because I did when I first started YouTube, whatever, 8-9 years ago, I didn't want to go and talk on it. Great people here. No one's going to bust your stones, as long as you're respectful and ask. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree with me respectively. And I got no problem with that. In fact, welcome it. I'm a person that I want to listen to. If somebody that, can show the right, stuff, then maybe I'm not totally against it going, yeah, I guess maybe I was wrong on that. Maybe in the past I wasn't. I was never wrong. But now I do have a open mind. So, yeah, what I'm saying is don't feel intimidated. Come on, ask your question. But if not, in fact, I got to check I got to figure out how to get this thing to notify me especially on my email. I'm gonna go in here and check, because I did try to and see if anybody doesn't look like it. I did write. We want to try to go on the family vacation. We go in April around Sokran. Reason we go then is because my wife gets extra time off, and she wants to go back to Serenity. So I know the guy at Serenity, the manager, and I wrote him a email, so he'll get back to me within the next few days so that I can go ahead and schedule something for them. Hey Ted, how you doing? Hope you're well. If you guys aren't subscribed and into family type stuff and fishing and hunting and good man, good clean channel, good guy. It's Ted. Subscribe if you would. I think that the best thing here is that all can agree. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't. I think I pissed off Douglas. I don't know for sure. I hope I didn't. I never let any thing. It's just one thing I commented on, and I should have never commented on it. And I knew better after I already did. Hey, Johnny. But it was something that I believe in, and he had something that was somebody else's post about, comparing Trump to Hitler. And I was just like, you know what? You can hate Trump. You can call him a bastard. And I got no problem with that. You could say he's this, you could say he's that and all that. But when you call somebody Hitler, it just it really irks me. Did Trump kill 1 million people? Did he put 1 million people to death? That's the thing I think of. And I said, that's why, that's what gets people murdered, because there's idiots out there that go, oh, I really like this guy that wrote this thing. If he thinks that he's Hitler, then I need to act and kill this guy. Stupid people, and so I don't like that. I mentioned it, and I think I ruffled Douglas's feathers. I hope I didn't ruffle him too much, because I really do. I really do like Douglas. We just don't agree on politics. And a lot of people can talk about politics, but most people can't. They can't. They're. I got friends the same way. Like I told you before, I had to call up my friend and say, you're arguing with my mother on Facebook. I know I'm so passionate about, he's a great guy, but he is just, if he believes something, he believes something. And you should be to a certain extent, but I just find it sad that people can't talk, about it. It's kind of sad, but I'll get off that. Yeah, I really do. I do like Douglas. He's a very intelligent man. We just don't agree on our politics. So hopefully I didn't. I did apologize. I said I don't apologize for what I said. I apologize if I, ruffles your feathers in any way. I didn't mean to do that. But, yeah, well. He seems to pop, and I didn't think, but I don't think he's butthurt, and I think it's better head on his shoulders. And, yeah, I hope so. What's up, Andrew? Um, I sure hope not. Like I said, I just, I don't know. I have disagreements on stuff. Morality is one thing. If he's wrapped up in some stuff with this Epstein crap and any kind of stuff like that, with children or anything to do with that, then I'll be the first one to say execute him. I got no problem with that. But like if he cheats on his wife, or if all these politicians do, it's like a prerequisite to being a politician or a millionaire or billionaire, is you gotta be promiscuous of some sort, like Clinton and all JFK, all these presidents. They're in such a high power position, and they're older, and they've got these young, people that come around and help. They can't help themselves. Do I hold that against him? I don't think, do it, if that's what you got to do. Do I think it's morally correct? No, probably not. Do I care? No, I don't give a shit. I care about what he does politically. Am I paying less for gas? Are you doing what what I see out of this guy is I see him trying to do the stuff that he promised to do. And the only thing I remember about the other guy is that he was falling apart, completely incapable of running the United States of America, and the Democrats. And like I said, I don't even know what a Democrat and a Republican was until 10 years ago. I didn't care. And that's my fault. But, they ought to be crucified for letting him stay in power, by not kicking him out, even though she would have became president. And could you imagine what it would be like to have her, that brain dead woman, as the president of the United States? I just can't even imagine it. So, that's my personal opinion. It doesn't matter to anybody but me. But I like that he's really trying. And I had written to my friend about, well, do you think he's all for millionaires and billionaires, right? How many billionaires and millionaires do you know that no tax on tips? Are these billionaires working as a waitress down at the local pub? What about how much money would I have made, and union boys especially, by no tax on overtime? Holy shit. That was my biggest complaint, or not mine, my cousin's, working for the studios. He had to, because the money was just so great. And if you worked in the studios, you worked overtime. But that was the biggest killer. He said, 3/4 of my money goes to the government on every bit of overtime that I work. I don't know how many times he told me that. So stuff like that just kind of irritates me. And especially when anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, that they compare to Hitler. I just don't dig it. All right. So enough of that. Yeah, some of the stuff, like I said, I just don't know. Like I said, if he if he has anything to do with these, the other thing with that Epstein, one last thing that I'll say is, when he was in power, he being Sleepy Joe Biden, he could have released that shit a long time ago when he was in there. Why didn't he do it? So. And as far as I know, they're releasing it. So what does that say? I don't know. But like I said, if he's involved with it, if Clinton's involved with it, Clinton and them, they're not even going to go to any. They're just turning a deaf ear to stuff, right? So I don't know. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm going to go on Ronald Reagan insanity. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, do I think he's a moral stand-up? I think he's this much better than 90% of the politicians, and basically he's a politician now. But they're all crooked as the day is long. They're all stealing money. And look at Pelosi, and I'm not just picking on her because she's a Democrat. Making $250,000 a year, and she's worth what, $200 million or something now. Her stock market picks were, she's like at a 99.9% success rate. I mean, a lot of this shit needs to be exposed, and I think he's the one that's going to expose it. Countdown to Merry Christmas. I hear that. I said this the other day. I haven't celebrated a Christmas here with my family like it would, because it was all about children, and I'm talking children like 2, 3, 5, 7-year-olds. That's what Christmas was all about. And since that's been gone for quite a while, and I don't expect to be having any children in the near future, it's not so much. But it would have been fun to do a Christmas if we all get together. And I'm talking about my girls and me and my wife and the family. You'll be back when? In February. Cool. Let me know, Jay. I still want to meet up with you and have some. In fact, actually, I'm going to be in January. I'll probably be in. I'm going to try to go see Cabo. And again, like I said, I got to call Chuck today and tell him that I'm not going to make it if this conflict's going on. I'm not going to leave them here. I'm pretty much the only one that can drive my truck with the trailer. And if we need, my wife wants to put stuff in the trailer, she wants a truck backed up to it. So if they tell us we've got to go, 15 minutes later, we're gone. And I don't know what I'll do if that's the case. I just can't see me leaving this place. I mean, I'll drive them to Ubon and then probably drive right back, and maybe a couple of brothers find a couple of Thai family members that want to come and hang out at the house, because what am I going to do? Beat them with a stick or something if something comes up? Or, I just can't see leaving everything here for I lived outside of LA. Could you imagine leaving your home in LA? You'd have nothing left. It's like they root and pray for some kind of skirmish or something to go on, someone to win a World Series or something, so they can loot. They want free shoes and free TV. That's the way it is. That's my opinion again. At least I got a bunch of people that live outside or in LA that hate me, but it's just crazy. Let's burn our own city down, our own neighborhoods, and let's steal from our neighbors. Let's break into their shops and take their television. They got insurance, not a problem. Crazy shit. They will be the new. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we Ubon is perfect. It's far away from where our house is far away from the Cambodian border, close to the Lao border. But excuse me. So I would feel real safe there. And the house is big enough because that main area, because of the Thai people, they just roll out a pad and they got a place to eat and sleep and everything. I could fit 100 people in that house. So my biggest concern now about the house is getting the solar done and my battery out there and the other controller hooked up and, get the thing on solar powered and get it going. So we'll have to see. Too much coffee today, me? Yeah, probably. Let's see, me or who? Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. But when I think about it, I'm going, God, I got so much crap here. I mean, I can't roll up everything and take it to Ubon, and to leave it vacant, and empty. I'd have a problem probably doing it. Do we have bad people in this neighborhood and in the area around here in Serin? Yeah, they are. Around in Ubon too. My uncle told me when we had the wedding and stuff. That's why I had so much security at the wedding, the house blessing in Ubon. There are bad people everywhere, but It isn't even so much if they grab shit that I could replace, that would be fine. But if they grab shit that was important to me or whatever, or, you know, defaced stuff or ruined, stuff, or I don't know if they do that either, but there are bad people. I think he said, yeah. I think Mark said, he would be back and he'll answer. He's there. But yeah, we'll have to get together or something. Where are you going to be? You going to be in the John TM area or what? Let me know for sure, and keep me advised on when you're going to be there, because we were planning on doing another meetup too. I kind of wanted to get Jake involved when he's going to be back, but Ron was in. I know the same people that we had last time. Craig, I think everybody was. We had a ball. It was fun. It was a fun weekend. I want to try to put that together again, and maybe I'll put it in February when you're around. On the 4th, and then finish up around the 20th and be back. Cool. Thai drunk ladies at your wedding was yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. They had a good time. They still talk about that house blessing. They're still they want to know if they wanted to know if we're going to do it every year. I wish I could do it every year. It was expensive, that house blessing. Dave, I pay $200 a month and have the. That's what I have the box out front. They come and they patrol. They patrol my house, probably more than they have to, because the in-laws' best friends, husband and wife team that they've been friends with ever since my wife was a baby. They're just great people. They've been to the pizza parties here and stuff like that. Just great people. They influence some of the stuff. They're both policemen, so it's pretty cool. It helps out a little bit. I want a card. I got to ask them. I need a get out of jail free card. My buddy that was sheriff and stuff like that, I never did. I don't think I ever got a card from him, but it'd be nice to have for stupid stuff, a speeding ticket or something like that. I would never use it anything else, but I mean, if I had a card from a policeman in Surin and I lived in Surin and I was getting hassled and they just happened to see that card, I'm sure that 90% of the Thai police or whatever was hassling me would probably go a little less aggressive if they did see something like that. Mostly Bangkok area and John Tiem probably. Okay, cool. Let me know. Yeah, it's Bangkok's only what, 2-hour bus or 2-hour van ride from John Tiem, I think, something like that. It's not far, but mostly being okay. Yeah, let me know when you make it around here. I'll try to make it. Like I said, I'm not going to do anything until this border thing is at least in the semi peace stage, and I just can't bring myself to take off and leave my wife and people here. Not that what am I going to do? I don't know. I just want to be able to be here. So we'll have to see. Oh, let's see. So yeah. So coming up, a video on the e-bike, ride and talk and ramble video is probably what it's going to end up being. I've got one coming out tomorrow on that pool, which I use pond deal that shows the pH and the parts per million and salt content and all that other crap, and solar powered, which is cool. And it's over the internet, so I can get it from anywhere I want to. And it's got alarms. So if you have a pool and you can, I would say, yeah, let me test it, see how it goes. But it would be great for a pool. They even have them now that inject shit and tell you what to put in your water. And I saw one by mistake, not mistake, on YouTube when I was looking at stuff for this. It's I didn't even look and see what the price would be on the thing. It was extraordinary. Let's see. I stepped away for 45 seconds. What did I miss? Someone peeing? I said properly. Property? Is that what that? I missed that too. Is Ralph here? Oh, that's right. That's Ralph, right? The Roadstar. Hey, Ralph, what's up? Um, so yeah, so I do want to. There will be a couple of them done probably on the koi Thai style channel. One on the front pond, and I'll probably show something on here about that too. Not as extensive about filtration and all that, but just once I'm done with what I'm doing there, what I ended up with, showing that. Let me see. Do I have anything to drink? Yeah. And since I haven't seen my wife in 2 days, I'll probably end this in around the hour mark, which we're getting close to. Go see what she's up to. She's probably going to go to a market, I'm sure. Hey, Dallo, how you doing? Good day to you. But yeah, so things are on the up and up. I feel good. I haven't weighed myself. I'm going to weigh myself, but this is a 2x from a 5x. So, like I said, last time was right at 110. So if I had to guess, I'm in the 18, 19 area. And I'd like to be, what did I say? I'd like to be 95. So we'll see. I got a long way to go, but over halfway there. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I lost like 20. What would it be? What did I say? Just to give you guys, and to, in my mind, what would that be? 20, 10, 12 kilo, right? Is that right? 12 kilo is how many pounds? 27 pounds. So I'd say I'm probably pretty close to that. So I got about another 25 pounds to go, I guess. What, another 11? What would that put me at? That would put me at 97, something in there. And I'm going to probably float around that, I'm sure. Christmas next week. Hey, Patty, what's up? We used to have 30 snow, -7, but today no so rain outside and +7. Not normal for Scandinavia. Well, hopefully that'll change. I like white Christmases. When I was up where I was right at the snow level, 3,200 feet or whatever. So we'd get it like 2-3 times a year in Bass Lake, and I was always hoping that we'd get a little bit for white. It was just the perfect amount of snow. You'd go outside, go, ooh, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it nice? Oh, isn't it nice? 2-3 days later, it's all gone. So it was me, because I wasn't big on snow, but it was nice. I liked that. I had an awesome wood burning stove, one of the best ones you could get, and just me and the wife in there. Big house, but we didn't need the big house. But it was nice out looking out, watching the snow. I just was glad when it was over. Jake Paul fights soon on Netflix. Yeah, that's I saw that coming up on there. You didn't know if Dallo was kicking or not, Johnny. Yeah, she was happy, wasn't she? So, and to reflect on the other thing, because Jake had asked, and a couple other people, and it's the last time that I'll mention it. If you want to donate, what we're going to be doing is all the people that a whole bunch of people have been displaced because of the border conflict, and the children, my wife found out, are asking for small foods and snacks and stuff. I guess probably candy and whatever. She's in charge. So the money from the channel, the money that we give every month, the money, like I said, it'll be told to them that it was from the Got to Love Thailand channel. So if you want to do it through PayPal. It doesn't matter if you do or don't, so don't feel obligated in any way. And then I'll transfer that to my wife's. Because if you go through the AdSense account, which is what this channel is in my wife's AdSense, Google takes like 40% of the money. So anyway, whatever way you want to, you do, you don't. whatever it is, we're going to do that. And then in January, because Christmas is going to be kind of shut down in Ubon, we've been threatening to go to the Ubon school and do something for them because they complain how come they do everything for other areas, but this is where my wife's family's from. They don't do for the school here, so we said, okay, we will. So we're going to do something for them, but probably in January. I guess it's Children's Day is in January or something. I'll keep you guys advised. That I'm not going to make a big deal out of it and do a giant video like I have in the past. Just do something, maybe a short showing some of the kids or something like that. Otherwise, it's all a trust deal on here. So anyway, so if you do, you do. If you don't worry about it. And we're going to have fun either way. They're going to know it came from GottoLoveThailand YouTube channel. And the kids are always happy to get whatever they can. And I'm sure, if they're, because most of them, I think, are in like, big areas that can house them. I'm not going to say where or when, I don't know anyway. But they're displaced. They're not at home. They're not going to school. So it'll bring a little bit of joy for them to have a snack or a bag of potato chips and some candy and some other stuff. I'm sure my wife's going to get them some substantial stuff too, but I'm sure they're going to enjoy the candy and ice cream. I don't know what she's going to get. I'm going to leave it up to her. It's dark outside. Stay here tonight. Crazy. Yeah, that's funny to watch her. Yeah, it was. I got to watch that video again. I had a couple people tell me it was fun. And when we do the 2-bedroom over here, it's not going to be anything as extravagant as the last two, but it'll probably be a good party, probably a lot smaller. But all the people that came last time or from the channel here are more than welcome when we do get to that point. Probably not going to have as big of a giant stage and all that, but we'll probably have some music and some dancing and stuff like that, and a lot of food. My steak man took off, so I got to find somebody else because that was the biggest hit of the one here in Surin, and there was the steak guy. Let's see. A few more soccer balls would be. Yeah, that's what's probably going to go to Ubon. Tommy is going to be a bunch of stuff for them in the school to play with, nets and stuff that they have. I got to go there. We're going to go there again and scope out everything there and talk to them, talk to the teachers, and find out exactly. And then again, I'll leave it up to my wife. But yeah, I imagine there's going to be a bunch of everything. So we have quite a bit kind of stocked up. We haven't done anything in a little while. So it's going to be it's going to be a bunch of smiles on a bunch of kids' faces over the next month or so. Lawn darts. Yeah. Could you imagine that back when I was a kid, you got a bunch of kids out there, 8-10 years old with lawn darts in their hands. Surprised no more people didn't die in my era. That's for sure. All right, it's been 1 hour and 4 minutes. There's 19 people here. Okay, I'm not going to go anywhere yet. We'll hang out for a little while because I know that Patty just got here and Ralph just got here. Probably a couple other people in there. And like I said, if you're watching and you don't feel like asking a question about Thailand, that's what this channel is about too. Send me an email and I'll try to answer what I can. And anybody in this chat that's going to chastise you or whatever for asking a question, like I said, you can ask me. Don't have to agree with me. Just be respectful, and you can say pretty much whatever you want. Let's see. I purchased 24 porterhouse steaks this morning. $20 per kilo. Wow. Yeah, and what did I see? I watched James. What did he? the steaks in the U.S., man, I was just totally blown away. Because pretty much I haven't been, besides going to my mom's celebration of life, I don't like to call it funeral, 2 years ago, I haven't spent any time back in the States in 7 years. So, and these steak prices, $20 for a steak. It's like, holy, because James is on that carnivore diet, So I'm sure he's glad he's back in Thailand. I'm sure he's happy. All right, Wes, take it easy. I'm going to end it here pretty shortly anyway. I'm going to see and go and visit with my wife, who I haven't seen in 2 days, and the dogs went crazy when she got home at 10 o'clock last night. Never heard them wail like that. The little chihuahuas, they were going crazy to see her. My wife spoils them rotten. These dogs are. I'm hoping I die first. I'm tired of seeing people and pets die. Not that I want to die quickly, but I'm hoping the little ones last 20 years, and then that would be good for me. So what is that? That's up in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I think if I can go that long, I'll be safe. What's MM? Who's that? No, this somebody check this one and see if that's really Mitch, because I don't think he doesn't come on live stream. So that could be a troll. Are you a troll, Mr. Mitch? I'm screwing with Mitch. No, don't. How you doing, Mitch? Hope you're well. I think I wrote you something hoping you were okay. I heard a bunch of stuff because I don't think you're going to Chuck's house for Christmas. I had heard something, but I think I got to call him today and tell him I'm going to have to. I just can't muster up to leave the house here and with that border shit going on, just in case. Not that it's going to happen, but whatever. You're a bot from Cambodia. Cool. Nothing better than a bot from Cambodia. In the U.S., cheaper to eat a good steak in a restaurant. Yeah, it just weird, man. I was really surprised because James, in one of the ones, because he went back to do his van life. I don't know why he cut it short. I don't catch all of his videos, but it looked to me like he cut it short and came back to Thailand. But he went into Costco and I went, holy crap. For steak. Not that I'm not eating much red meat right now. Like I said, this is a 2X, started in a 5X, went to a 4X, asked my wife to purchase a 3X. She said they don't make 3X for some reason. I said, well, then order me a 2X. And this morning while she was gone to Don for work, it came. So she said, you want to try it on? I said, sure, give it to me. I got to go do a live stream. I was late. And so this is a 2X Thai style or Thai size shirt, which is unbelievable. I think I started at 5X. So, yeah, I'm feeling much better. 28 pounds, 27, 28 pounds. Yeah, feeling good. And I think, Mitch, you look like you lost weight too. How much have you lost? Have you lost a lot of weight? The couple of videos that I watched, you look like you were lighter. Will the real Emily stand up? Yeah, that's probably him, but he's a busy guy. Because I see what he's doing. He's putting out I don't know, what are you putting out? 3-4 videos a day? I think he's trying to become a YouTuber. What was it? 2 trailer park girls go around the outside. What did I miss? What is Jake singing about? Was meth involved? What the hell did I miss? Are you losing weight, Mitch? I don't know. Are you screwed up? Can you type on the thing? I don't know what your deal is. Was born a rambling man? Yeah, he was. I haven't really talked to him much lately. But I don't think he's going to the Christmas party. And like I said, I've got Not that I'm worried about Chuck watching my video, my live streams, but I do want to let him know because I don't want the lady to give her a little while to re-rent the room for a couple of days. But like I had said, and I'll tell Chuck the same thing. If before Christmas they come to an agreement and they've got a ceasefire, a deal signed or whatever, and they have a room there, I'll still blow out on the 26th. I really want to go to the party. You did? Are you being truthful, or are you kidding, or is that the truth? You gained 35. It's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't know what your deal is. I'm confused on you, Mark. But I hope you're well. I hope everything's going good with you. Let's see, Jack Black. I mean, what did I miss? Yeah, but I haven't. I did watch Mitch's deal. You look like you lost weight, but I'll be off the air and shut down before he'll ramble and never say it. So send me an email or something because I'll probably end the video before you answer. Yeah, he's good. I think he has a good voice, right? All right. As long as all's good, that's all that matters to me. I don't need to know particulars. As long as you're happy, then I'm happy. Yeah, I think so too. But maybe not. Maybe he's just a fat bastard. I don't know. He could be. It could be the camera. His camera might make him look 10 kilos lighter instead of adding weight. His subtracts. So actually, he didn't. He lost 8. So you can eat well on Christmas Day, and you're still going to be in good shape. It's always good to stay. I don't know. I feel much better. Obviously, I've got way more energy. My knees don't hurt half as much. So when I get down to where I want to be, I should be fairly healthy. I'll probably drop dead. Every time I said, "Oh, Bob died." Really, what happened, man? He was doing that. He quit smoking, quit drinking, and he was dead in 6 months. I don't know. I think you're going to die when your number's called. Your number's called. But Mitch will answer it in another deal. Hopefully, you lost weight and you feel better. That's easier to ask Mitch. And that might not even be Mitch. That might be a troll. Let's see. All right. We still got 18 diehards here. But yeah, I think so in some ways. You guys are going to be really surprised. When I get down to my weight, I'll let you know exactly what I ate and what my diet consisted of, and you're gonna freak out. So I know everybody's gonna be going, what? Although I have added a new thing. I added some tuna to it, and I made some spicy tuna, and it was good. I actually ate it last night. For your follow-up. Cool. Hope you're feeling. There's a birthday boy. Happy birthday. I wished you happy birthday earlier. Hope you're well. You feeling any better or about the same? I will have to check that out. Junkie Burgers Day. Now I've been on this diet over 3.5 months now, I think. And I've been there twice. And then when I went to Chuck and Paige's, so 3 days out, once a month, I went off and then went right back on. And in the past, what my problem was is in my brain, I hadn't locked in that this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life if you want to live a little while. And now I have it locked in. Before I would do good for a month or whatever, then I would go to junk junkies and go, oh, I'm going to go there again tomorrow. And all of a sudden I'm eating, loaves of bread and all sorts of shit. So getting right back on it is what matters. Feeling better. About 2 more months, maybe. Cool. If you want to learn how to delegate and point the finger and tell people what to do, and you need me to come over and show you one day, I'll come over. I'll even pay for the laborer, and we'll sit out in the front and drink. We'll drink iced tea and get a bunch of stuff done around your house, and imagine that you won't get hurt or hurt yourself, and I won't either. But happy birthday, brother. I hope you're well. I hope you say you're feeling better, so that's good. And I know Jai is not going to let anything go. Yeah, gathering dust. It is. Hey, not that I'm against that once a month, making one or doing something like that. Because I could try to make it, it's going to have the carbs in it, but there's other stuff that I could do to make it better. You're figuring it out. I bend over, I pay for the rest of my days. Yeah, just point and tell. I really want to get this house over here done. I want to get the other house sold because I want to put in another koi pond. Last koi pond of my existence, a big one, 15,000 gallons. I've already got it drawn. I've already got a budget together for it. And it'll be the last that I can do. The last motorcycle that I'll buy will be a bobber, hopefully a 600, maybe a 400. I don't know. And then I'm going to get the shadow fixed, and that's going to be the extent, except maybe when my personal runaround scooter, my Scoopy, when it gets too much on it, I'll trade that for something else. But I'm not going to spend any more money on stuff. That's going to be the big stuff, was the koi pond. 72. Wow. For some reason, I thought you were older. Yeah. So anyway, that's the gist of it. I got to a couple of things that I had planned. I'm not going to do, obviously, unless, like I said, if the border deal de-escalates and that, then I'll go to the Christmas party, and I'll go to January. I'll go to meet Cabo. If it doesn't, I'm probably going to stay home. I'll make that decision in January, and I'll make this decision now. I'll send Chuck a message. And like I said, I want the lady to be able to rent it if she can. Just look older. Certainly feel a lot older. Ron says you're just a youngster. Sadly, in my house, if I tried that finger pointing thing, I would probably just get snapped off. Yeah, I just, oh, you're looking at the ceiling again. Or no, was that before you're looking at the floor? Now you're looking at the ceiling? All right, well, don't worry about it. I just wondered if you lost weight, that's all. You look like you lost weight. I'm sure you're healthy. I'm sure things are going okay. I did catch a couple of the videos, but like I said, you're putting out way too many for me to keep up with. But we'll have to see. All right, an hour and 20 minutes. All right, I'm going to go visit with my wife. I did, if you noticed, if you were here for the beginning, you had the 30-second countdown. My month of spending $30 a month for StreamYard. You can see the StreamYard little power deal up there, and not mine. I just refuse to pay $30 a month. So I'm not going to play an outro. I'm not going to play anything. I'm just going to end the live stream. So everybody, take it easy. Why a clay pond? Why not nice? I have fish tanks. It's not going to be. It'll be a concrete pond, painted and sealed, state of the art. It'll be fun to build. because I want to run some big fish, you know, big, big, big fish. So we'll see, but we'll see. But anyway, so there's not going to be any outros anymore, no intros except for the 30-second countdown, unless I can figure. I might try another streaming deal. I know they have stream something, not StreamYard, stream. So I'm going to check into it, and maybe I'll ask James or ask somebody else that streams if there's something else that's better than their basic. Otherwise, I'll keep using StreamYard. It's not a big deal. The only thing I can't show videos and stuff like that, which would have been nice. You wouldn't have heard my song. So anyway, all right. No intro thing. That's on the videos. I'll probably still have intros, Patty. But you can know that they're this long. All you got to do is jump in a minute and 30 seconds and you're done with it. You guys are all great. Thanks for coming. If anybody's watching and you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. Give a thumbs up if you would. That would be great. And I will look at the camera, say, everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Let me get down here, and I will catch you on the next one.